Good afternoon, Spuds Country. Welcome to the Sanford Rink at the Cullen Center in Moorhead, Minnesota. Today, your Moorhead Spuds are set to take on the Alexandria Cardinals in the final district playoff game before we go to regions. Spuds will have one more regular season game against West Fargo. Quinn Yeager, co-commentator, Emily Swenson on control board, Mike Hansen on the camera, Lisa back in studio. What are we looking at today, Quinn?
Looking at a whole heck of a lot for jerseys. If you have a seizure disorder or epilepsy, you're going to want a trigger warning before you watch all the mess that's going on in that jersey.
They are a very wild jersey today. They're wearing, it looks like a partial American flag interlinked with the gray and black military camouflage.
A lot going on.
Yeah, some of them say Army, some of them say Marine. I think they're sponsored by the VFW Post. I can't catch the number. But they're going to be skating left to right on your radio dial. Spuds are going to be wearing their home orange with the black and white trim and skating right to left. Starting up front for Moorhead will be number 4, Caitlin Shirley. Number 7, Lauren Ness. Number 3, Molly Hockett. Back on the blue line. Number 11, Celia Almendinger. And number 25, Isabel Oakes. Back in net for Moorhead will be number 33, Addie Andel. Puck is down. We are underway. Held up over on the far side, bounced out to center. Spuds are able to control, but the ref says they're offside.
We're going to need to start pretty hot today against this Alexandria team.
Face off far side, just outside the Moorhead, or just outside the Alexandria zone. Chipped off the wall and into the zone. Spuds in control. Shirley now. Up to Almendinger. It's going to be pushed out and carried back down into the Moorhead zone. Centering pass turned away. Oakes will go down into the far side corner. Cross ice over to the near side now. Shot from the blue line. Will get swallowed up right away by Andel. And we'll have a face-off on the stick side. Glove side.
Well, of note, Alex is only rocking 2 forward lines. Very short bench for Alex today. 10 total skaters.
Face-off is going to be won by Alex, sent over on the near side wall. Turn around back behind the net. Swenson far side now tries to chip it up. Will be held up along the wall. Dufault with it now down into the corner, tries to send it ahead. But she's got an Alex skater right there in her pocket who will get a handle on it. Bring it around out front, puts the shot on Andel. The Cardinals will hit the board first and be up 1-0.
Not the start we would have wanted. Just beat her clean over the glove side.
Face-off at center between Steen. And couldn't tell who it was from the Cardinals. He held up near side, now short. Passes it ahead out to center. Spuds are able to pick it loose. Ref gets in the way. Cardinals get it back. Dumped in far side. Henry will take it right back the other direction. Hendrickson now in the near side, or the far side corner of her own zone. Sends it around onto the near side board. Whoa, feedback. Held up along the near side wall. Spuds are able to push it over to the wall momentarily, and it's going to get sent all the way across ice to the far side, where Hanukkah will pick it up. Hanukkah ahead to Lindbergh. She can't get a handle on it. Alexandria is going to take it the other direction now. Dougherty out through center. Her forward pass is intercepted by Lindbergh. Lindbergh is able to break it loose, but it'll be turned right back off the stick of Waldorf. That one's going to go the length of the ice. Oakes will track it down before they can call it back on icing. Down deep behind the Moorhead nets. I'm seeing a little bit of acting going on down there. They got a couple of jumpers trying to go for the trip. Shot from blue line, kick save made. Andel comes over onto the near side boards. This time the Spuds are going to turn at the length of the ice. It'll come all the way down in behind the Alex net. That one will get called back on ice. 14-22, first period.
Alex was pressing pretty hard as per usual. Only hope is we can roll the 4 lines, keep the intensity on, and wear them down a little bit.
Face off near side, Moorhead zone. Shot from the blue line, goes right into the glove of Andel and bounces out, but thankfully the Spuds were there to turn it over to the far side wall. Puck in back behind the net now. Johnson is there to pick it up. She tries to get it ahead to Lee, but it's going to be intercepted by the Cardinals. And then turned out by the Spuds. Tibitowski now brings it right in, is able to get the shot on Myers. Myers will make the save. Puck will go over to the far side wall. Cardinals come away with it. They're able to turn it out to center. Cross ice over to the near side. Be dumped in on the center from Creel.
Hit her face on that ball.
That, yeah, that was definitely like a nosedive. Waldorf with it back behind her own net. Sends it ahead to Dutton at the blue line. Dutton back over to, I don't have a 24, a 21. Dutton. Spuds are able to put it back in. Shirley sends it back behind the net. Pocket goes after it, but the Cardinals are able to get to it first. Held up along the near side wall. Hendrickson and May fight for it. Pocket now from the slot. Shot. Stick save made by Myers. Puck goes back behind the net. Centering pass.
Oh,
Shot on the goal! Spuds have tied this game at 1 with 12:54 to go in the first.
Nice goal by Shirley. Slap me, silly Shirley.
Face off is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Brought in near side. It'll be stripped away as they cross the blue line. Cardinals in control on the far side. Held in at the blue line on the far side. Puck comes over to the near side where it's touched up by Short. Short with it now. She's able to send it out to center. Carried into the Moorhead zone. Creel. Creel tries to send it across. They're gonna get a shot put on Andel. She'll get the save. It'll go into the near side corner. Spuds try to clear. It's held in right at the blue line. Shot from there goes just wide of the net and into the far side corner. Cardinals control. They look to center it up out front. Shot, rebound, loose. Shot, rebound, turned away. Spuds are able to clear it over to the far side wall. Shot from there is blocked down in traffic. It's going to come up to the blue line on the far side.
Good glove save there.
.11:46 first period, face off near side, controlled by Alex. Shot, blocked in traffic. Rebound comes over onto the near side wall. Spuds are able to pick it loose. Allmendinger will take it behind her own net. She'll have it knocked off her stick by Dutton. He'll come up to Waldorf near her far side. Sent around back behind the net. Spuds try to clear. Puck gets directed up high and into the air out to center ice. So the Cardinals will have to reset. Lindbergh comes streaking in from the bench. She's able to break the puck loose. It's being held up along the near side boards out at neutral ice. Alex sends it down into the near side corner of the Moorhead zone. Allmendinger will pick it up to Lindbergh. Cross ice over to Swenson. A little bit too much heat on it. Lindbergh bounces it off the wall all the way down into the Alex zone, and that one will get called back on icing.
Very quick gameplay so far today. Hopefully the Spuds can match having such a deep bench.
Face off near side of the Moorhead zone, glove side of Andel. Andel getting corrected from the far side. Flipped up and off the boards. Puck's going to come all the way down in deep. Ref is going to say it was iced. I think it was playable.
Agreed, Seth. Very playable.
I think they just want to see how long they can make us keep it down in our own zone. Face-off will once again be on the glove side of Andel. Spuds are going to control. They try to clear. It's going to be held into the blue line. Backhand shot goes wide of the net and into the far side corner. Spuds control, chipped out through center. That one is also going to go all the way down off the stick of Hanukkah. And we'll get called back on icing once again. This time we'll have the face-off on the far side. I know what they're trying to do. They don't want to have us right in front of the camera so we can see what's going on.
That's too convenient.
Face-off is going to be controlled by Alexandria from the far side. Waldorf will send it back behind the net. Centering pass, turned back over onto the near side boards. Bounce back in behind the net. It's Dufault down there. She'll have it picked off her stick. Cardinals control back behind the Moorhead net. They're looking to center it up. Steen steps in, forces him to go back the other direction. Puck comes free. Be carried around into the near side corner now. Brought around, centering pass over to the far side. Shot, save, Andel. Rebound, shovel shot. Andel with the save on that one. She'll cover it up.
Well, Alex was able to dominate in the zone, doing basically whatever they wanted. Spuds were chasing all over. Pretty good puck rotation by Alex.
Face-off will be far side. It's going to be won by the Spuds. Bounced over onto the wall. Shirley and Oakes both fight with a couple of Alex skaters down in the corner. Shirley's going to come away with it. Tries to push it ahead, but has it knocked free as she exits the zone. Taken by Cornita back down into the zone. Chipped out to center by the Spuds. Thrown right back in. Alex will end up offside. That one was courtesy of Creel.
Thought they were going to get the chip up the boards there twice, but Alex made two pretty nifty moves to plug up the neutral zone.
Shirley and Cornita far side square off. Puck is going to be held up right there momentarily before Shirley is able to turn it out to center. Hendrickson now with it inside of her own zone. Looks for the outlet. Sends it over to the board. It'll be picked up. Creel, who takes it down into the corner. Up to the point now. Shot sent down in back behind the net. Over into the far side wall. Turned down in behind the net. Centering pass turned away by the Spuds. Oakes is able to shove it back behind the net. Near side shot, stick save, Andel. Will be held up back behind the net now. Ness, near side, gets pinned up against the wall. Puck comes free, but the Spuds are able to come away with it. Shirley tries to clear. It'll be held in right at the blue line. And then turned back out from down deep. Hockett with it now, far side. Brings it in, looks for the shot, takes the shot. Gets her own rebound back behind the net. And has it knocked free and onto the near side board. Strand sends it back behind the net. They have a number 3. I don't have a 3 on my register.
I wouldn't put it past Alex to recruit other players, just throw a jersey on somebody. That might be a boy. You have no idea.
It's probably somebody B that's playing up. Maybe half the A team is out sick, so they pulled up some A team or some B team players. Face-off is going to go down into the far side corner. Steen will go after it. Gets sent high into the air and over into the near side wall now. Down into the corner. Alex pulls it out. Cross ice pass. Nobody home. It'll go over to the wall. Now taken down into the corner. Shot goes through the crease and onto the near side. Dump back down into the corner. Johnson with it. Helps it along to the far side. Oakes now. Out to Swenson. It's going to go the length of the ice, and that one will get called back on icing. 7:46, 1-1 tie, first period.
A lot of defensive hockey for the Spuds here. Would have liked to see the first line get a little bit of offense, but they were stuck in the zone, couldn't get anything going.
They're kind of stuck back on their heels right now. Faceoff is going to be won by the Spuds, but controlled by Alex. It'll get sent back behind the net. They're looking to center it up, but it's going to come all the way into the near side corner. Lindbergh is able to clear it out to center now. Cutter comes in streaking hard and fast, but she'll have it knocked off her stick, and it's going to end up down in the near side corner. Lindbergh and Waldorf both fight for it. It goes over to the far side boards now, back behind the net. Hanukkah fights for it. It's cleared over to the near side where it's picked up by Creel. Creel cross ice. Over to a 19. I don't have a 19. Looks like I might have to pull out the B team roster too here. Out at center, bounced off the wall and right down into the zone, but cleared right back out. Play a little ping pong out at neutral. Hanukkah, far side. Chip shot will get covered up by Myers. Ref tells her to drop it, so we're going to just continue playing. Out to center, Dougherty. Dumps it in behind the Moorhead net. Centering pass from the near side goes redirected back behind the net. Over to the far side now, shot. Will be blocked by Andel back behind the net. The scrum of players right behind the net, all fighting for it. They finally end up over on the far side wall. Alex is going to pick it up there. Backhand pass over to the near side. Shot, glove save. Andel. Default was there to shove it back behind the net. The cutter was there. Round into the far side corner. It's going to get pinned up against the wall. Dibitowski is going to steer around one. She's able to cross the blue line and dump it in. Spuds are going to go for the change. Retzer gives chase back behind the net. Alex control along the far side wall of their own zone. They're going to clear it out to center. Right to Allmendinger. Allmendinger over to Oakes. Ahead to Ness. Ness will chip it into the zone. Shirley will pick it up. Carries it around behind the net. Tries to center it up, but it's going to get turned back behind the net by Alex. Creel now tries to clear. Oakes holds it at the blue line, sends it back in behind the net. Number 3 from Alex is there to pick it up. Centering pass, turned away onto the near side wall and taken the other direction now by Creel. Spuds are down there to pick it up. Pocket chips it into the zone and gives chase on the far side. Down into the corner, Alex will pick it up. Shirley steps in to help, as does Ness. Cornita is going to take it the other direction now. 1-on-1, brings it in wide, shot, glove save, Andel. She'll drop it right in front of herself and get it covered up.
Well, we did see a little flurry of offense there for us.
They can get that push going forward. They can get off their heels and actually might break through.
The best defense is a good offense.
Yes, exactly. Spuds control near side. They're able to chip it up and out to center. Swenson with it now, 1-on-1. She's trying to push it down in. She'll get chased over into the far side corner. Swenson back behind the net. Puck will get turned away and into the far side. Alex is going to take it out through center. Dougherty with it is going to break the zone. She'll get pinched up against the wall. Dufault to come away with it. She'll send it around on the near side.
Getting some extra time on the clock, Seth.
Once again, I see that. Alex controls out at center.
30 to 40 seconds extra.
I know. Bounced into the Moorhead zone off the stick of short. It'll go down into the far side. Shot from over there is sticked away by Andel. Comes over on the near side wall now. Spuds are able to push it back behind the net. It'll come free down into the corner. Hanukkah tries to bounce it off the wall. Number 3 was there at the blue line to send it back in. Apparently the clock is broken. There we go. Now it's running. Out through center, down into the Alex zone. Lindbergh was able to chip ahead onto Myers. Myers with a shot out front from Cutter. Get covered up.
Almost snuck 5-hole on that. It was open.
That screen door was wide open.
Couldn't convert. Goalie was very deep in the crease, too.
Face-off near side. It's going to be won by the Spuds, but controlled by Alex momentarily. Allmendinger with it now, sends it down behind the net. Retzer goes after it in the far side corner. Alex is able to pick it loose. Out through center now, Cornita far side, down into the Moorhead end. She'll have it poke checked away by Allmendinger. Johnson with it now, down in the far side corner of the Moorhead end. She'll have it knocked away. Mee with it behind the net. Spuds come away with it along the near side boards momentarily. They try to clear. It was held into the blue line. Alex with it now along the near side board. Shot, save. Andel goes off the, almost takes the ref's head off and goes off the glass on the far side.
Look alive, Stripes.
I think he was scratching the top of his helmet, make sure it was still there. Over to the far side corner now. Along the wall, Retzer tries to clear. Alex is there to turn it right back down. Centering pass. Intercepted Johnson. She's able to throw it off the boards and out to center where Waldorf will grab a hold of it. Alex back into the Moorhead zone on the far side. She tried to bring it into the slot, but it was turned over to the wall. Dougherty now dumps it in back behind the net. Comes over on the near side board. Tibitowski is able to send it back the other direction. And now she's going to carry it out through center. Off the near side board, chips it down into the zone. Spuds will go for the change. Dougherty will pick it up the near side corner of her own end. Shirley. Ness. Out to Hockett at center. Cardinals are there to intercept. Default now inside of her own zone. Centering her shot will get kicked away by Andel. He'll go over to the far side wall. Hendrickson now. Cardinals shot, covered up by Andel this time. And we'll have 2.5 minutes left in the first period.
With the extra 40 or 50.
Yeah. Should actually be down to about 1:50, but we'll go with it. Face off.
Hopefully get Alex more tired.
There you go. Run the short line down.
That's right.
Brought around to the near side. It's going to be Hendrickson, I believe, with it down in the corner. Ness now up to Shirley. Shirley is able to bounce it out to center. Hockett brings it in hard and fast. Tries to steer around one. But it's going to end up all the way back down in behind the net. Shirley goes after it. Out in front of Myers. Shot kicked away. Rebound is turned away. And this time it's going to be Alex who takes it the other direction. Mee out to center. Cross ice puck ends up being dumped into the Moorhead zone. Spuds come away with it. Forward pass was intercepted. It was not a good pass. Alex tries to center it up. Nobody home. It comes over on the near side boards. Pinned up along the wall. Alex is able to dig it out. Brought right around into the top of the slot with a shot put on Andel. And she'll swallow that one up.
Andel looks sharp in this first period. She's tracking it well, really stopping the rebounds. We're not getting too many second chances.
Faceoff goes to the stick side of Andel this time. Spuds are going to control. Shirley with it has it, or Swenson with it, has it knocked off her stick by Waldorf as she tried to cross the blue line. Spuds with it now near side. Strand tries to send it over to Steen, but it was intercepted by the Cardinals. But they have to reset and re-enter the zone. Oaks now far side. Both her and an Alex skater lose an edge. Puck will come free. Spuds will come away with it. Out to center. Swenson. And I believe it's Waldorf. Fight for it back behind the Alexandria net. It's going to get sent along the wall and out to center. Picked up Dutton on the far side. She'll bring it in the Moorhead zone. Her shot goes wide and under the near side corner. Knee now sends it back behind the net. Down into the corner. Spuds look to clear. It's handled by 24. Turned right back the other direction by number 3. Swenson goes after it, and Knee tries to act like she was tripped. Puck will get dumped down behind the Moorhead net. Steen and 24 fight for it back behind the net. Right out front, sent cross ice to the blue line. Shot, save, Andel goes into the far side corner. 3 and Hanukkah fight for it over the far side. Default with it now. She'll get tripped up back behind the net. Puck comes free. Over into the near side corner. And that is how, I wasn't even paying attention to the clock. That's how we're going to expire the first.
Playing a rough and tumble first period.
They're letting them play. They're letting them work it out. So after 1, your Moorhead Spuds are tied with the Alexandria Cardinals. That's Snake Eyes. We'll be back here in just a minute. Welcome back to the Sanford Ice at Cullen Center. Your Moorhead Spuds are currently locked in battle with the Alexandria Cardinal. We are tied at Snake Eyes after 1. Spuds are going to control just inside their own zone. Oakes with it, had it, was able to push it out to center. Hockett now, up to Shirley, over to Ness. Ness is able to break the zone far side. She's going to fight her way in with Creel. Oakes steps in to help. Alex is going to be able to pull it loose. Cornita at center now. She'll have it stripped by Hockett. Hockett will carry it in. She's going to send it off the far side wall. It'll end up with Creel, who's able to send it out to center. Hendrickson is able to chase it down in the near side corner of her own zone. Up to Oakes. Ness. Hockett now, far side. Hockett 2-on-2 with Shirley. Brings it around. Shot. Went off just a little bit high and off the back wall. Spuds with it now, right out in front of Myers. Shot turned away by the Cardinals. And Alex is going to bring it the other direction now, out through center. Shoveled cross ice over to the near side. Spuds are there to push it onto the boards. Allmendinger with it back behind the net now to Johnson, far side. Johnson tries to shovel up to Ness. It ends up going back behind the Moorhead net. Near side now. Centering pass. Gets redirected back behind the net. Allmendinger with it on the far side. She's going to carry it out through center. And is able to dump it down into the Alex zone. And he called it off.
That was icing, I guess.
Allmendinger was right there.
I thought she gained the red line for sure on that. That's a pretty tight icing call. Tight as his pants.
I guess I'm not the ref today, so start singing 3 blind refs here. But we've only got 2. Maybe that's the problem. Face off far side. Could be won by the Spud. Strand with it. Can't hang on to it. Creel was able to grab a hold of it and send it back behind the Moorhead net. Alex with it now over into the near side boards. They try to center it up. Shot goes right into the glove of Handel.
Heck of a glove save.
Big hot catcher's mitt right there.
The big smile from Handel after that save, too.
Face off near side. Whiffed on the shot. Spuds are able to clear it. Strand with it now, far side, down into the Alex zone. She has it knocked free, but goes and picks it up along the far side board. Shot blocked out in front. Alex comes away with it now, out through center. Down into the Moorhead zone, Dougherty. Do battle with Allmendinger, and Allmendinger is able to knock it loose. There's a slash. The Spuds are going to the power play.
Can't play that aggressive.
Yeah, that was definitely a 100% of a slash, especially when you're able to knock the stick out of their hand and you weren't even attempting to go for the puck. So we'll go down to the far side of the Alex zone for the face-off.
Struggling with the penalty up on the clock. Here it comes.
There we go. Number 22, Anna Koronita, was the guilty party. Hendrickson sends it back down in behind the net. Lindbergh up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson has it knocked free over onto the board. Dutton was there to do it. Spuds come away with it. They're able to get right down onto Myers. Now back up to the blue line on the far side. Hendrickson tries to chip it off the board. She's able to get it back. She'll send it right through the crease and into the near side corner. Spuds are there. Shot from their near side. Turned away by Myers. Hendrickson with it far side. Brister one time. Is going to get turned away by Myers and down into the corner. Alex tries to clear. They're able to send it out to center. One on nobody coming back this way now. Shot, save, Handel, and she gets it covered up. Big time save by Addie Handel.
That was a huge save.
She gave Dutton zero chance at a rebound on that one. Face off near side of the Moorhead zone. It's going to be won by Shirley. Alex is able to get a hold of it. Dougherty down into the near side corner. Shirley is there. Allmendinger steps in to help. Centering pass, turned away Oakes. With the knee with it now in the boards. She can't hang on to it. Hockett with it now, going out through center. Hockett breaks the zone right at the point. Brings it right around out in front of Myers. Shot, save. Alexandria is able to clear it over to the near side and out to center. Spuds will have to reset. Oakes now off the far side boards. Hockett picks it up. Centering pass over to Shirley. Shirley shot. Save Myers. She redirected it up into the air off the back wall. Dump back down into the near side corner. Spuds are able to hold Allmendinger at the blue line. Shot. It was knocked down out in front of Myers. Now it's going to get bounced out to center. 12 seconds left on their power play. Allmendinger was trying to send it ahead. Alex was right there to intercept it. They're going to knock it back behind the Moorhead net. Allmendinger, Oakes. Up to Ness. Ness out at center, has it knocked free. It's going to come all the way back down into the far side corner of the Moorhead zone, where Alex will be to pick it up. Shirley, shovel shot out through center. Knee picks it up just inside of her own zone. Hockett gives chase. Ness steps in. Puck is dropped back, now sent forward to Dougherty out at center. Dougherty stick handles her way around one, drops puck back. Shot from the near side. Handel kicked it back behind the net. Over on the near side wall, dump right back down in behind the net. Alex will pick it up, looks to center it up. Out to number 19, I don't have a name for her. Spuds are there to pick it up out on the far side, but they're going to flip it up into the air and all the way down. And that one will get called back on ice.
I think that was a good play. We had some tired skaters out there. After the power play, they really threw everything at it, but got stuck in the defensive zone. We needed some fresh skaters.
Face off on the far side. He's going to get sent over to the wall. Round on the near side. Retzer goes after it. Now Dufault back behind the net to Johnson. Spuds tried to clear, was held in right at the blue line. Johnson steps up, she tries to clear. Coronita was there to hold it. Dougherty now. Lee. Tibetowski out at center, sheds it across over to the near side to Retzer. Retzer chips it into the near side corner. She's going to go down and give chase. Alexandria is going to come away with it. Cross ice pass was picked up right in front of Myers. Alexandria playing with a little ping pong with it now. This time it's going to get sent the length of the ice. And that'll get called back on icing.
Now to say, I am impressed with Alex's passing. They always seem to find the open skater out there. They're able to move the puck 200 feet very quickly with minimal effort.
Face off near side. It's going to get sent around onto the far side boards by Alexandria. Dutton with it, far side. Her cross ice pass is intercepted by Hendrickson. Now Steen is able to clear the zone. Flip right back in. Alexandria will end up offside. Faceoff will be near side, right in front of the Alexandria bench, just outside the Moorhead defensive zone. Spuds are going to control the draw. Oaks with it now, far side in their own zone. Sends it ahead to Strand out at neutral. Strand carries it in, puts the shot on that goes just a little bit wide and behind the net into the near side corner. Alexandria comes away with it. Around onto the far side. It's going to slide all the way out to center where it's picked up by Allmendinger. Allmendinger sends it over to Hendrickson up to Swenson. Alexandria is able to pick it loose, but they can't clear the zone. Second attempt, they're able to bounce it out to center. Near side, 2-on-2, breaks the zone. Shot, glove save, Andel. She'll dump it off back behind the net. Allmendinger with it now, far side. Chips it into the slot, carries it right out through center. She tries to carry it in, but she's going to have it poke checked away. Alexandria sends it off the wall at center. Cross ice pass ends up with nobody. It'll come down into the Moorhead zone in the far side corner. Steen and 12 fight for it. It'll be finally cleared out to Creel. Shot from the far side blue line is turned around in traffic. Comes over to Swenson on the near side board. Swenson is able to clear it out to center. Alexandria with it now, brings it back in as they reset. Laid out in front, shot was lifted too high and into the far side corner. Steen with it now, chips it up off the glass and out to center. Alexandria picks it up at neutral ice. Carried in near side, shot goes just wide and into the far side corner. Dutton with it now, far side. Alexandria almost had to reset, but they were able to hold it in right at the blue line. Allmendinger now. Steen. Alexandria comes away with a centering pass, shot, save, Andel, rebound loose. Shot was turned back behind the net and onto the far side board. Spun come away with it. Panica now with it out at center. She has it knocked away. It's going to get turned down into the Alex zone under the control of Alex. Allmendinger ends up with it just on the wrong side of the center line, but puts it right onto Myers. So no icing. Alex brings it back the other direction now. Shot blocked down by Hendrickson. Bouncing puck, top of the slot. Shot, save, Andel. She swallows it up and then drops on it.
The attack from Alex has been relentless the last few minutes. Spuds can't seem to clear the zone for more than 5-6 seconds tops. Alex is right back in.
But the good thing is when they do end up clearing the zone, they're at least getting a shot on Myers.
Very smart.
Face-off is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Dufault gets tripped back behind the net. Hendrickson with it now. Looks for the outlet, puts the brakes on, tries to go the other direction, but runs right into traffic. Puck will come free. Dufault with it now, far side. She tries to clear it. Held into the blue line by the Cardinals. Top of the slot, shot, save, Andel. Rebound comes over to the near side corner. Hendrickson and 19 both fight for it. It'll get sent around to the far side. Shirley pins Cornita up against the wall. Centering pass, shoveled away from Hendrickson out to Hockett at center. Dropped off for Shirley. Shirley will carry it in far side. She's going to put the brakes on down to the corner. Shot from there will end up getting deflected back in behind the net. Bouncing puck loose out in front of Myers before being settled down by the Cardinals. They're going to bring it back the other direction now. 2-on-1. They cross the center line. Dump it in on Andel. She'll stop it, then push it right back out to the Spuds. Ness tries to set it ahead to Hockett, who was intercepted momentarily by the Cardinals. That one's going to get flipped up into the air and all the way down into the near side corner. Dougherty with it now behind her own net, brings it out. Stick handles around one, carries it through the neutral zone, carries it, brings it all the way down in, tries walking it in, can't hang on to it. Spuds will turn it back out. Lee tries to clear. Retzer gives it a little bump. Lee comes away with it and is able to carry it out to center. Cardinals are there to flip it up into the air and out of play.
I tell you what, there was only one person on the ice that the Alex player didn't dangle around that time.
There was a little dip, dodge, and dangle going on. Face off near side of the Moorhead zone, gets turned down into the corner. Sent around back behind, in the Alex zone. You get turned down into the corner behind the net. Alex controls now out at center, brought it in near side. Shot right into the glove of Andel.
There's that glove again from Andel.
I'm thinking she's going to be getting a call from the major leagues, but they're going to want her to come up play catcher for the Twins.
She'd do great at the tryouts from what I'm seeing.
Face-off near side of the Moorhead zone. Won by Lee, controlled by Default, but only momentarily. She's going to have it knocked off her stick and pushed down into the corner. Cornita. Now back down in behind the net off at number 19. Johnson with it now, far side. Tries to clear, held into the blue line. Alex is going to bring it around to the point. Shot. Stick save, Andel goes down into the far side corner. Cornita now, she gets pinned up against the wall by Johnson. Lee and Tibitowski both step in to help, but Alex is going to come away with it, get the shot put on Andel. That'll go right into the chest pad of Andel, and she'll cover it up. 5:55, second period, tied at Steakhouse. Face-off goes to the glove side.
With all the action we've seen on this end, I can circle back. It's VFW post 936. I've seen that number real close several times in the second period.
So VFW 936 is the one who sponsors these jerseys. Hendrickson up off the wall. Swenson tries to clear, was held into the blue line. Hendrickson, and I'm not sure who will fight for it. Finally dug loose. Swenson's able to chip it out to center. She's going to give chase, but it's going to get to the other end before she can. That one will get called back on icing.
Had it been tag up, I think Swenson had her beat.
Face off near side. It's going to be controlled by Alex. Shot from the blue line will get covered up right away by Andel.
Heck of a tip on that shot. It's like 21 from Alex got a piece of it, but Andel was able to stay in front of it.
Face off again near side. It'll be controlled by Alex. Far side or near side. It'll get dumped in behind the net. Hendrickson goes after it. Cornita is there. Shot from the near side. 24 is blocked by Andel. Spuds are going to come away with it. Steen is able to chip it up and out to center and give chase. It's going to go all the way down in. Steen will go up, pick it up down to the corner. Back behind the net, right out in front of Myers. It'll get turned back in behind the net. Shot from the side. It's going to get swallowed up by Myers. We'll have a face-off.
Rare offensive zone face-off for us, which we've had a few more of those in the second period.
Face-off near side comes up to Cutter at the point. Over to Allmendinger, or Johnson at the point. Over to Allmendinger, back down in behind the net. Far side corner now. It's going to come up to Johnson. She'll bring it around into the point, drops it off. Shot from Cutter. Rebound is loose in the slot. It'll finally be settled down by Alex. They're able to turn it the other direction. Down into the Moorhead zone, 2 on nobody. Shot and the goal will put Alex back up by 1 with 4:34 left in the second.
Well, snuck that one under the glove this time. And they'll definitely have the top corner covered. But that was between the pad and the glove.
Well, that one was a real challenge. You got 2 skaters coming in on you. You wonder which side it's going to come from, and then they do actually put the shot on.
No goalie wants to be in that position.
Faceoff goes down at the far side corner of the Alex zone. Sent around into the near. Hendrickson goes after, Hanukkah goes after it. Out front shot goes wide of the net, back behind. Alex picks it up far side. They're able to turn it out to center, carry it in on the near side. Wide open once again, save, rebound is loose, but they can't get a handle on it. It'll end up back behind the net. Fought for in the far side corner. It'll go up along the wall to the blue line. Shot is going to be blocked by Johnson. Johnson pushes it ahead to Lindberg. Lindberg sends it the length of the ice. That one will get called back on icing. What? I just don't get what the obsession is with icing the thing all the time.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen her skate that up, at least to center ice. Get the change without having the icing coming back.
So faceoff comes back down into the far side of the Moorhead zone. Controlled by Alex. Stolen away Ness. She's going to take it in all the way on the far side. Tries to center it up and has it knocked away. Back in behind the Alex net now. Hockett up to Shirley. Shirley shovels. Shot, the goal! We are tied at deuces.
Great backhand by Shirley. That was near side top shelf. Put it right up where Grandma hides the cookies.
I'll take a cookie. Tied at 2, 3:32 second period. Face-off is going to be won by the Spuds. Controlled by the Spuds. Hockett tries to break it in, but he'll be knocked free. Shirley shot, far side, goes into the near side corner. Hockett gives chase, goes down. Puck comes loose. Pinned up along the near side wall. Finally squirts free. And Alexandria is going to take it out through center now. Down into the Moorhead zone, dangled around Hendrickson, but couldn't get a handle back on it. It's going to end up back behind the net. Done. Spuds are almost able to pick it loose and clear it out to center. Second attempt does go. Dougherty now. And Spuds will run in offside.
That's Shirley with her second on the day. Full transparency, if she gets a hat trick, I'm going to have to ditch this headset, sprint over to her parents, take both hats, and throw their hats on the ice. They know this. I've warned them all season.
Alexandria controls the puck on the far side of their own zone. Out to center, picked off by the Spuds. Lee and Tibitowski. Alex is able to come away with it. They're going to bring it in far side. Oakes is going to drive her right down into the corner and pin her up against the back wall. Lee steps in to help. Puck comes loose over to Tibitowski on the far side. She's able to clear it, but it's going the length of the ice. And what do we call that?
Icing.
Oh,
they waved it off.
He actually waved it off.
For the first time.
We're all ready for that when they call it off. Far side corner now. Dougherty with it along the boards. Alex is able to clear it out. It's going to end up right at center ice where Oakes picks it up. Alex is there to steal it away. Near side now, looking for the center up. She'll bring it over into the near side wall. Tries to center it up. Allmendinger forced it loose and had to be carried back behind the Moorhead net. Centering pass, turned away Lee, comes up to the point. Alex tries to shovel it down in once again. Allmendinger with it now, near side. He gets shoved back behind the Moorhead net off the stick and knee. Oakes tries to clear, was held in right at the blue line. Alexandria with it, playing ping pong along the near side wall. Carried in, shot off the stick of Dowery. Dutton. Handel will cover that one up.
Handel again stopping any rebound opportunity and allowing a line change, which is greatly needed.
Face off near side. It's going to be won by Alex. Far near side shot blocked in traffic. Swenson bumps it ahead to Strand. Strand is able to clear it out. Picked up out at center, 24, sent right on to Andel. That one got kicked over on the far side wall. Johnson and Dutton both fight for it. It'll end up back behind the net. Dufault. Swenson tried to get a handle on it. Now she's got it. Sends it over to Strand, far side. Strand gives chase, but it's going to be turned back the other direction. And now the Spuds will have it. Forward pass intercepted by Alex. They're going to bring it in. Shot blocked by Dufault. Goes over to Steve in the far side corner. Strand now is able to bounce it out to center. She can't keep a handle on it. Dougherty was there to pick it up. She'll bring it back the other direction. Strand clears it out. It's going to roll down into the Alex zone, be picked up by number 3. She'll take a trip around the world and bring it back up on the near side. 10 seconds left here in the second period. Brought around over to the far side, cross the center line and dumped. Comes all the way over to the near side corner. Creel, Dufault fight for it as time expires. So that's how we're going to wrap up 2 periods of play. Alexandria and your Moorhead Spuds are tied at deuces. They shoveled the ice before the game. So they're going to do it now. Q, any comments before we go to break?
I am impressed with how our girls are playing. They're skating well. They're putting the pressure on when they can, and even defensively, even though there's been some squirrely times, they're playing hard and sticking with it. The scoreboard shows the effort that they're putting into the game.
They're definitely making Alex work for everything that they're getting. Good thing that I'm seeing is that they're taking it, when they do get the chance to break it out of their zone, they're taking it right back down and putting it on to Myers and not slouching on their chances.
That's important. Got to make sure that goalie's paying attention down there. Don't want to lull her into a false sense of security.
Let her take a nap.
Maybe we could get a lucky one by her or something.
Anyhow, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. You're watching 15 UA Hockey Moorhead Spuds on Krabby Toad Studios TV. Welcome back to the Cullen Center, Moorhead, Minnesota. Your Moorhead Spuds are locked in battle with the Alexandria Cardinals. Puck is down. We have started the third. Turned down into the Moorhead zone. Shot from the far side is blocked in traffic. Alexandria will control the rebound back behind the net. Shirley steps in, tries to knock it loose. Ness loses an edge. Shirley will chase it back in behind the net. Over the near side, boards now. Spuds try to clear. Knee with it at the blue line. Dougherty at the blue line. Sent down in the far side. Spuds try to break it loose. They're able to kick it out to center. It's going to come all the way down. And that one will get called on icing.
I guess that time it will be. Looked pretty similar to the other one that got called off.
So during the intermission, I was able to look at the book, and I figured out that number 3 is Isabella Hines. Number 19 is Emily Anderson. And number 24 was Madeline Gimbel. They're all B team players. So Alexandria's A must have about half of them that are out sick. Back behind the Moorhead net now. They're going to come away with it. Spuds are going to clear it out to center. Swenson near side. Tries to chip it into the zone and gets knocked back to Strand. She'll carry it in. Tries for the shot. That'll get blocked by Cornita and come into the near side corner. Cornita now has it knocked off her stick by Steen. Down into the corner we go. Strand and Short both fight for it. It'll go over to the far side now. Alexandria sends it out to center. Taken into the Moorhead zone. Creel carried in along the boards. Spuds are able to knock it loose momentarily, but it's going to get knocked out, set down into the corner. Centering pass turned away by the Spuds. Dutton is there to pick it up on the far side. Up to Hines at the point. Spuds blocked the shot. Hines from the far side down the rebound is turned away by Andel. Near side wall now controlled by Alex, sent up to the point. Down and in, shot gets dropped in behind the net. Spuds now near side, try to clear. Held into the blue line, sent back down in. Waldorf centering pass, Spuds turn it away. Ness sends it up off the boards. That one's going to go the length of the ice. Once again, getting called back on icing. Or that one was off Allmendinger.
That one I think I'm okay with. We were on our heels pretty bad and couldn't get anybody changed off. End of a shift, everybody was pretty gassed out there. Sometimes you just gotta take the icing.
Yeah, that one was worth it. Face off near side of the Moorhead zone, shot blocked in traffic. It'll go back behind the net and onto the far side boards. Oakes with it now. Tries to clear, intercepted Cornita. She tried to center it up. Cutter was there to intercept and carry it out to center. Bounced loose, finally settled down by Alexandria. Cornito carried into the Moorhead zone, gets the shot away. Waffle blocker save, Andel. They come over on the near side now. Cross ice over to the far side to Waldorf. Waldorf shot, save Andel, rebound loose, but it'll get turned over to the far side by the Spuds. This one's going to go the length of the ice. No icing, it was definitely playable. Picked up just at the goal line by Alex. Out to center now, near side blue line just outside their own zone. Cross ice pass intercepted by the Spuds. Lindbergh dumps it in on the far side corner. It's going to come all the way in the round to the near. Hines will send it back the other direction. Far side now turned out to me at center. She'll carry it in the Moorhead zone, sends it cross ice. Spuds come away with it and are able to clear. Near side now. Short. Head into the Moorhead zone. Far side shot. Save. Andel up off the back glass. Spuds are there to pick it up and send it over on the near side boards. Alexandria comes away with it. Over to the far side now. Hines with it. Sends it back behind the net. Spuds fight for it. Centering pass. Nobody home. Gets turned over onto the far side wall. Over onto the near side corner. Strand fights for it. Or Tibitowski fights for it. Puck's finally going to come loose and be sent right back in behind the net off the stick of Dutton. Far side shot, turned away, Andel. Hendrickson now with it down to the far side corner. She'll have it stripped away. It's going to get pushed back behind the net. Lee is there to knock it free this time. Spuds look to clear. They're going to send it the length of the ice. No icing this time. It was touched by Alex as it bounced down into their own zone. Tibitowski and Short both fight for it near side. It'll end up with Creel. She'll send it over to the far side boards. Handled there. And taken out to center by Anderson. Spuds pick it loose. Right back down into the Alex zone we go. Far side now, Hines. She'll get pinned up against the wall, courtesy of Shirley. Puck once again comes free. Spuds come away with it far side. Centering pass. Shot. Ness bounced off the knee pad of Myers.
Great little play there by the Spuds.
Over to the far side now and out through center. Cornita with it. She'll carry it all the way down in behind the Moorhead net. Puts a shot on from the side that goes through the crease and into the near side corner. Up to Dougherty. And up and out of play.
Well, it appears Alex is just eating us up with these east-west passes. They're looking side to side, always seeming to find the far side winger open, catching us on our heels.
Face-off near side is going to get bounced over on the boards. Up to Dougherty at the point. Shot goes back behind the net. Alex control on the far side. Shirley tries to pick it loose. It's controlled by Alex. Slap shot from the middle of the point, or middle of the slot, goes wide and into the near side corner. Handled by Alex now. Centering pass, intercepted by the Spuds. They're able to clear it out to center. Shirley with the breakaway, if she can get to it. She can't quite get enough gas onto it. A Ness or Hockett near side. Shovel, shot, goal! Spuds take their first lead of Alexandria this season.
Think that's going to go to Hockett. That's Molly Bearcat Hockett.
I'm thinking so. She just kept chop, and
never gave up.
I saw that goalie or that ref's arm start bouncing. It's like, all right, it's a goal. 3-2 Moorhead lead, 10:58, third period. Face-off is going to be won by Alex, but picked away by the Spuds right as Alex carries it into the zone. We'll retreat back down into the near side corner. Hines sends it cross ice. It's going to be turned right back in behind the net to her. She'll send it over to the far side once again. Spuds are able to bounce it right back in behind the net. Strand comes after it. Near side, Dougherty, or Creel. Cornita with it now near side. Down into the Moorhead zone. Shot goes wide of the net and back behind. It'll come up the far side wall. Dumped in from the blue line, set right back in behind the net. Dufall to go after it. Give it a little push along the near side boards. Cornita was there to pick it up. That one's going to get turned out through center. Spuds will go for the change. We'll have an icing.
I do have to say I saw some pretty excited girls after the goal. I think I even heard Molly scream through the headset.
I think we've got a new level of intensity coming on now. If they can keep this up, I think we're going to see a 3-2 for a while. Face-off near side, Moorhead zone. Spuds are going to win the draw, but Alexandria is going to control the puck. Shot blocked by the Spuds. Allmendinger tries to carry it out. Alexandria was able to break it loose. Over to the near side boards now. Lindbergh tries to clear. Alexandria is able to pick it up back out at center, but they're going to have to reset. Knee with it now, right at their own right at the blue line. Spuds come away with it. Down into the Alexandria zone. Haneke will take it down into the corner, but has it knocked free. Back behind the net now, Dougherty out the center. Spuds are there to once again close the passing lane. Oakes is going to fight for it all the way over to the far side wall. Allmendinger steps in to help down in the far side corner. Sends it back the other direction over to Oakes. Oakes brings it back to the near side, looks for the outlet. She's going to send it ahead. Lindbergh should have touched it before she headed for the bench, but we're going to have an icing call.
Got to keep pressing. We can't just sit back on our heels. Got to use that momentum from the goal and keep pushing 200 feet away from our net.
Face off, glove side of Andel once again. It's going to be controlled by the Spuds this time over to the near side wall. Tibitowski out to center. She's going to get pinned up against the boards. Puck will come loose. Alex is going to control. Sent cross ice over to the far side. Spuds are there to pick it up. They're going to dump it in. Alexandria will have it with it along the far side about halfway into their own zone. Over to the near side and out to center. Cornita. Then Anderson. And it'll get dumped into the corner. Dufault goes after it down there. She's going to come away with it. Sends it along the boards to Tibitowski, who has it stripped away. Puck will go back in behind the net. Spuds control far side now out to center. It's picked up by Alex right in front of their own zone. Tibitowski now. And Johnson. Lee steps in to help. She's able to break it loose. Cross ice over to Retzer. Retzer gives chase down into the Alex zone. It's going to come into the near side corner. Retzer back behind the net. Fights with Hines. Lee steps in to help. Retzer with it. Centering pass out front. Hendrickson couldn't get a stick on it. Oakes slid over to hold the zone. Back behind now. Out front, Lee shot, save off the face mask of Myers. That one flew up into the wrong set of netting, well behind the net, and out of play.
Great opportunity there for the Spuds. You don't get too many chances like that in a game. Very fortunate save for Alex.
Face-off near side is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Oakes sends it back behind the net. Hockett goes after it. Hendrickson now, far side. She can't keep a handle on it. It's going to be taken out to center. Cornita sent it to Ling. Oakes was there to run it down. She'll send it off the near side board. Spuds are almost able to clear. This time, second attempt, they were able to. Shirley with the breakaway on an edge loss. Shot. Glove save, Myers. She'll keep this game a 1-goal Spuds advantage.
Another strong backhand by Shirley.
That was a good breakaway attempt off a lost edge. Spuds are going to win the draw. Puck will come down into the corner. Sent around over to the far side boards. Allmendinger is there. She knocks it back the other direction. Ness steps in to help. She's going to drive it all the way down into the corner. Her and Waldorf will fight for it. Back behind the net. Shirley loses an edge. Cornita was there to try to carry it out, but the Spuds broke it loose once again. Far side, chipped out to center. Spuds have to reset. It's going to go all the way down into their own zone. Johnson will pick it up. Far side now, Anderson. And the Cardinals will end up offside.
Another great shift by the first line out there. A couple opportunities. Offensive face-off for two. Got to keep this pressure on for another 7 minutes.
Actually, I apologize to any Alex people who are watching. 24 is actually Gimbel. 19 is Anderson. Alex controls the face-off. Ping pong back and forth just inside their own zone. Now sent ahead. Out to center. Hines breaks the Moorhead zone. Centering pass goes through the crease or through the slot and over to the far side wall. Turned out by the Spuds. Hines couldn't get a stick on it. It'll go the length of the ice and once again get called back on icing. 6:38, third period, 3-2 Moorhead lead. Face-off goes down into the Moorhead defensive zone once again. Won by the Spuds, controlled by Alex. Shot from the far side. Goes through and onto the near side corner. Johnson with it now, back behind the net. She'll send it back the other direction to Strand, near side. Strand is going to bring it up the wall. Tries to send it ahead to Swenson. Alexandria was there to intercept. Gimbel now brings it in far side, puts a backhand on Andel, and Andel will cover that one up. I would really like to know what the shots on goal are today.
I'll go take a peek.
Face off far side of the Moorhead zone. It's going to be won by Alex. It'll get put right onto Andel, and she's just going to drop and sit on it. So we'll go right back to the face-off circle on the far side.
Is that Hawkins dad in there?
Face-off controlled by Alex. Shot from the far side. Gets blocked in traffic. Favor of Alex, but I will take those numbers. Ping pong back and forth, back behind the net. Alex tries to center it up. Nobody home and gets turned right back in behind the net. Spun around like a basketball down into the near side corner. Alexandria tries to center it up. Spuds are there to push it to get down into the far side corner. Once again, Hanukkah tries to clear. It's held in along the wall. Kicked out to center. That'll force Alex to reset. Dutt with it now. Far side. Takes a shot. Goes right into the glove of Andrew.
Now it's going to be 19-19.
Face-off far side looks to be 22-22. Arella Lee from Moorhead and Anna Coronita from Alexandria. Far side, Bretzer with it now. Tries to send along the wall. Alex was standing there to knock it down. Out to the point. And the Spuds are going to be headed to the box for the first time.
I think that was just offsides.
Okay, you're right. That is going to be, well, what do we got? Yep, offside. Okay, so that was an offside call on Alex. Face off near side is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Set cross ice over and ahead now to Retzer. She tries to chip it in. It was turned back the other direction. Waldorf, and the Spuds will end up offside.
The perfect face-off play off the offside there from the Spud. Back to 1D, over to the other, and attack.
Face-off 22-22 once again. Alex controls near side Dougherty. Brings it into the center. She'll carry it out to neutral. Poked off her stick momentarily. Tibetowski. Lee steps in, but it's going to be carried in by, couldn't quite tell. Back behind the net, sent up into the air. Spuds are able to clear it. We push it over to the far side, but sent back in by Waldorf. Near side now, slap shot, knocked down. That one's going to get sent off the board, length of the ice. And once again, there's your icing.
I think we've got 19 of those and 19 shots.
We can start making ices.
Different flavors?
Different flavors.
All right.
Get a little grape, cherry, some strawberry, lemon, lime. Face off near side, Moorhead zone. It's going to be won by the Spuds, but controlled once again by Alex. Shot from the blue line, turned away in traffic out in front. Bouncing puck down into the Alex zone. It's going to be settled down by Alex. Carried back down deep, and then sent cross ice over to short on the far side. Back to Hines behind the net. Pocket with it now. Centering pass up to Ness. Ness with a good hard shot. Was kicked away by Myers. Far side now. Alex controls out to center. Dutton. She'll bring it into the Moorhead zone and dumps it into the corner. Shirley's there to pick it up back behind the net. Alex with it now. Far side. They're looking for the centering pass. It's going to get ping pong back over to the near side. Sent right back over to the far side. About halfway up the wall, Spuds are able to pick it up. This one's going to get sent the length of the ice, and once again will be called back on icing.
Another good shift for the first line there. I don't know if you saw, the goalie was holding Hockett's skate down. And when Hockett realized she was doing that and came back, she gave the goalie a little whack on the pad. But I know she didn't appreciate that one.
3:41, third period, 3-2 Moorhead lead. Face off, stick side of Andel. Return down into the corner. Hendrickson now with it. She's going to take it back behind her net and look for the outlet pass. Over to the far side board. It's going to be intercepted at Kimball. Swenson with it, far side. Sends it over to Strand on the near side. 2-on-2. Strand tries to get there and pick it up, but she was run down by Cornita, who will carry it around behind her own net. Held up far side now. Once again brought in back behind the Alexandria net. Dutton with it now. It brings it right in front of her own goalie and then puts the accelerator down, taking it the other direction. Cornita with it now out at center. Carries it into the Moorhead zone. Held up along the wall. Spuds, they try to center it up. Spuds are going to knock it out to center. We're going the other direction, 1-on-1. Swenson tried to clear it, but it was set the other direction down to Dutton. Dutton brings it in. Shot. Andel save. Rebound loose. Second shot was knocked down by Andel. The Spuds are able to send it over to the far side wall. Alex sends it into the near side corner. Oakes with it back behind the net. Sends it off the near side wall. Picked up at the blue line from Creel. She'll bring it in, takes a shot.
Is the net off?
Stand by.
Must be. I don't see him bringing anybody to the box.
There's nobody headed to the box. She kicked the save away. The puck or the net was not off, so I don't know why he's blowing the whistle.
I see a timeout. Not sure who took it. Alexandria, it looks
Guessing
like.
that would be an Alex timeout now.
I think they're very much going to be talking about pulling the goalie with 2:21 left.
I would definitely agree. That's going to be a hot topic of discussion, especially the way that Alexandria has been controlling the Moorhead defensive zone.
They sure have been pressing the last 5 minutes.
Well, ever since they got that, Moorhead got that third goal and put them up for the first time this season. They are definitely hungry and looking for that tie. Well, they got to get the tie
good thing that
first.
can happen in these situations is the pressure gets on the Alex girls, and they squeeze their sticks just a little too tight. And when they're making that shot, it goes a little high, a little wide. They're not playing relaxed and loose like they should be.
That is true. That is very true.
Got awkwardly and deadly silent in here.
Very
during the
much
timeout,
so.
you play no music.
Now is the time when you crank it up really, really loud.
I like it.
So
Mental terrorism.
The ref says that's enough. Let's get this on. 2:21, third period, 3-2 Moorhead lead. Faceoff comes back down into the Spud zone on the near side.
Looks like they're going to start with 6. Empty net now.
That makes sense. They're down in the defensive zone thinking they can control the way they've been hammering it to them all night.
Big face-off for the Spuds here.
Faceoff is going to get turned over on the near side boards, controlled by Dougherty. She'll send it cross ice, dump down into the slot. Spuds are able to turn it back behind the net. Dutton with it now, far side corner. She tries to center it up. It's going to be shoveled over to the far side wall off the stick of Hanukkah. Controlled by Alex, brought into the side of the slot. Shot, save, Andel. We'll be down to 2 minutes exactly.
And Andel comes up big again. No rebound, no second opportunity. Just swallows it up.
Face-off far side is going to be Dutton and Steen.
Cutter.
Over to the far side wall. Up to Hines at the blue line. Carried down inside of the slot. Shot, save, Andel. Puck is loose. Spuds are able to clear it. It comes the length of the ice. Ooh, about a foot wide of the net. Empty net, empty net. They're going to want that one back. But it's going to come back down on icing. Minute 46. Spuds are doing a good job of controlling.
We're going to get some fresh skaters out there for the last minute 46.
Face off far side, stick side of Andel. Shirley's going to control the puck. She gets the shot off.
That's it.
Oh, about 6 inches to the other side. I feel
Good
like
attempt by Shirley.
I feel like we're playing ping pong on Price is Right here. Let's see which side the ball drops on. Face off once again, far side, Moorhead zone. Controlled by Alex, up to the point. Shot is going to go wide. Down into the corner, they try to center it up. Spuds are able to turn it over to the side. Alex is going to still control, but they're going to dump it back in, down into the far side corner. Along the near side wall now, up to the blue line. from the point. Spuds are able to knock it loose. Ness with it now. She's able to get it out to center. Hockett tries for the shovel shot. It was Hines who picks it up just inside the Alex zone. Down into the Moorhead end now. Shot goes well high and over the net and into the far side corner. Spuds pick it up down there. 1 minute left in this game. Spuds come away with it. They're able to chip it up into the air, forcing Alex to reset at neutral. It'll be Cornita who brings it back in on the near side, back behind the Moorhead net. They're looking to center it up. It's going to be held up along the backside wall. Down into the corners, up to the blue line. Shot, save, and will rebound loose. It'll get turned over to the near side blue line. Now it's knocked free by the Spuds. Shot sent, and that one's going to go about 3 inches wide. And once again get called back on icing with 31.3 seconds.
They just don't want to put it in there. 1 foot, 6 inches, 3 inches. It can't get any closer without going in.
We're closing that gap every time. I mean, we got one more good chance of sending it.
I think we got a timeout for the Spuds.
I think Jerry's going to go for the timeout this time.
Smart play.
Give his skaters, his top line and his top skaters just a minute to breathe. Give the shot callers a minute to breathe.
Takes a lot of energy to ice the puck, Seth.
Well, as long as it's somewhere in the vicinity of the goal, that's all we ask for. I mean, at least they're not sending it down into a corner.
That's true. Rather have them shoot and goal for it than foolishly just throw it down the ice.
Yeah. They're at least getting the shot within some vague direction of the net. Whether it be 12 inches or 6 inches or 3 inches. I mean, 3 inches wide, this next one is going to be right on the money. So
width of the puck.
Yeah. 31.3 seconds. Spuds lead 3-2. This is the last district game of the season. Alex going 6-on-5.
Another huge face-off for the Spuds.
Face-off near side in the Moorhead zone. Puck is down. It'll come over to the near side wall. Alex controls. Shot goes high and up over the net and into the far side corner along the wall now. Sent back in behind the net. Far side corner. Spuds are able to break it loose. It's going to be cleared out to center. Hockett with it now. She's bringing it down in. Shot. Goal! 12 seconds left. The Spuds are up 4-2.
Wow. Hockett with the empty netter. She didn't miss there.
She brought that one right down point blank and put it to bed. Myers returns to the net for the last 12 seconds. I don't think Alexandria wants to make this a 5-2 game. Controlled by Alex. Far side down into the Moorhead zone. 6 seconds. Time is running out. Shot, glove save, Andel. We'll have one more stoppage and one more face-off before this is all said and done. 3.6 seconds to go. Face-off, controlled by the Spuds. Carried back behind the net. Spuds are going to take this one by a final of 4-2.
Great win for the Spuds. Incredible gameplay.
So after a very hard-pressed game, we're going to wrap this one up with a final of 4-2 in favor of Moorhead. And I'm thinking probably going to be about 24 to 25 shots apiece.
Sounds right.
So that's going to do for district play for this season. We have one more regular season game, and then it'll be on to regions first weekend in March.
Love to have a mic in the prayer circle.
I agree. I like how they actually all come together at the end, even though they're probably all mad at each other and frustrated. Moorhead is happy and giddy, and everybody still gets together and is able to have a little time.
Perfect example of great sportsmanship.
I agree. So we're going to wrap this one up from Moorhead. This is the last game of the weekend. For co-commentary, Quinn Yeager. Control board, Emily Swenson. Camera operator, Mike Hansen. From the studio, Lisa Swenson. I'm Seth. You've been watching 15U Moorhead Spuds Hockey on Krabby Stone Studios TV. We'll see you again next week.